Welcome. This is 3G Atlanta in Elizabeth, New Jersey. We moved here in this area, New Jersey, New York area, over the weekend to cover two important African events in Manhattan, New York. The Faceless Awards organized by Face to Face Africa, and also the Ghana at 54 Independence celebration, which was obviously made more important by Ofori Amponson's performance. But right now we want to talk about the Faceless Awards, and also to discuss how it all happened, and to talk to these two important gentlemen here. On my far left is Mr. Richard Owusu-Atuahene, President and CEO of Rapid Solutions, INC, who happens to be a major contributor, a major sponsor of that program, the Faceless Awards, and also an honoree of the Faceless Awards, fashion designer and industrialist, Mr. Edward Ama. Gentlemen, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Now, one thing that strikes me is the fact that, Richard, we want to start with you, is the fact that you're an accountant and also a legal advisor. You have a group of companies, but then lately you're taking part in some major sponsorship programs and also endorsing so many African programs in this community. We're grateful to have you doing these things for the community. We appreciate your contribution. Now, how is it that you've gotten involved with this all of a sudden?
All right, it's a little fascinating when people think accountants actually don't normally help people when it gets to
spending money.
Spending money, you're right. I'm supposed to be kind of, how you call it, stiff when it comes to releasing cash. But the thing is, it's good to help people, all right? Rapid Solutions have a non-profit part, and that is the Rapid Solutions NP. And what we actually try to do is to help every African or every minority who is trying to do something to help the general community.
Okay.
Recently, we've done a lot of sponsorships, and from January till now, we've already spent like $62,000 just so it's the non-profit section of Rapid Solutions
that's taking care of all
that
of
normally
this.
takes care of this thing.
And we noticed also that recently with Japan, the tsunami and the earthquake, and that very, very unfortunate.
Right.
You were able to chip in there as well. Now, how did you put that together?
Yeah, the fact that we're helping just minorities doesn't mean that we will also help different countries when it gets to when they have some kind of mishaps.
Right.
Now, I started with Haiti actually when they had an earthquake. We gave them $12,000 in cash. I actually wanted to give them how you call it, products like goods and stuff like that. But after thinking about it, we thought releasing cash could help. Okay. So we actually gave them $12,000 to help the people who were suffering from this earthquake. About 3 weeks ago, I think 2 weeks, we also released $5,000. Okay. To the Red Cross. Very unfortunate. I know it's always good when you help your fellow brothers and sisters when there's a mishap.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's a tremendous amount of help that you're giving out there. Like I said, this community is taking notice of every single detail. Now, the Faceless Awards, it was very well patronized. The attendance was great.
Right.
You want to throw some light on that as well, and how you got involved with that ceremony as well?
Faceless is it's about the whole of Africa,
right?
Not just Ghana, but the producers and then the people who really brought this together. I mean, they did a tremendous good job. They did a good job. Yeah. Actually, it was important for me to also help, because it's something that actually brought Africa's image.
That's right.
To the apex.
Absolutely.
So helping was actually not just helping one company to produce something. It was for the whole of Africa.
That's right.
So we chipped in a little bit to help, and I think it was a success.
Definitely was. It looked it, every bit of it.
Yeah, it was a success.
Now, talking about the awards, here's one of the honorees that made the list. Our notable fashion designer here,
right?
Industrialist as well, designer of butterfly bow ties, Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Edward Alma here as well. Congratulations on your achievements and all your accomplishments. You want to talk to us about how you felt on the night when they called you up stage to pick up that award?
I'm glad to be here with you guys today. You know, it's one of the greatest opportunities to find out that Africans, our own people, are striving to lift up the image of our own community here in the United States and globally. As the now generation, as this is how I put it, I think it's very important as Africans, this particular generations, for us to come together and stick together, help one another, because this is the only way we could pass it down to the other generations we're going to leave behind us.
Absolutely.
Another important factor, you know, the night when Face to Face approached me about Facelift Awards, I thought it was a joke.
Well,
you know, especially when you live in a community where you see standards of productions to the magnitude that, you know, it's never been put together by any African community. So when I said, you know what, I'm going to support you guys. I think it's a great idea. When I got there, I was shocked. I was totally blown away.
The level of patronage, right?
The patronage and the production and the standards, they really did an amazing job.
Right, yeah.
I had chills through my body.
Right.
You know, to be the first African to be acknowledged for something that totally started out of passion. It wasn't really, to me, it was something I've done for the past 10 years. To be acknowledged that night and to be awarded for something I'm still doing out of totally joy. I thought it was an amazing thing. So
well, that's key because I think I've adopted the same principle as well, where you're able to transform your hobbies into rewarding careers. It gives you this level of fulfillment, and then when you're on the job, you don't feel pressure to do something that you're not accustomed
really love to do.
So I guess these products here are the reason why they picked you to honor and to basically show their gratitude to what you're putting in. I'm sporting one of them as well.
That's right.
And I appreciate the fact that I will be modeling,
an ambassador.
Ambassador.
You're going to become a bow tie king.
Well, thank you very much. I find this an honor, though.
Welcome.
Talk to us about your products. I see many different varieties here, bow ties and neckties and handkerchiefs and that.
I started something pretty simple and interesting. Idea of what I started was how to take something that has been done for the past 30, 40 years and turn it around into a different product that will look totally different. So if you look at this bow tie, it looks like a shoestring.
Does it really?
Well, yeah, it is. Okay. It is. A shoestring is one piece. It's one piece.
That's right.
Right. And it's supposed to look like a fish.
Okay.
So you have the tail, you have the midgirt,
the tail end of the fish,
the belly, and the head of the fish.
All right.
All right. If you look at bow tie, if it's a real well-made bow tie, the key is supposed to stand.
Okay. The stiffness.
The stiffness. It's supposed to have a firm body, signifies a man's confidence.
So I guess when it
that's very key. So when you see a man wearing a bow tie, you can literally tell the difference between a handmade bow tie and a machine-made bow tie and a clip-on.
Right.
Another important key that people overlook when creating a product, I took a hardware out of a lady's bra to make this bow tie.
Which is what, those clips there? I see. Okay.
They're not typical bow tie hardware. Your typical bow tie hardware, it's a hook and eye.
Goes to clip in the back.
Yeah, that's about it. Now, I trademarked this bow tie in such a way that you should be able to wear it 4 different ways.
No kidding.
So that's what people started getting the kick out of it.
You probably want to see how you do that.
All right. The whole idea behind it's about tying a shoelace. Okay. Just remember that. Not tying a bow tie.
Tying a shoelace.
Tying a shoelace. Okay. Or tying a ribbon.
Right.
First step, you make your first loop from the left to the right. You bring the right on the top, and your first bow is made. Do not think about tying a bow tie. Just think about tying a shoelace to make your life easier. That's your stage number 1. Now, number 2, you do the same exact thing. That way, your first initial knot, you fold the left over. Always the key. You make your first bow with the left hand. Reverse the band in the center, and you have your bow tie number 2. So, you have a unique bow tie with a contrasting band in the center. Option number 3. Reverse the bow tie. Now you have all the anchors on one side. Tie it this way. The same thing I did before. All anchors. and you have bow tie number 3. Bow tie number 4. All the anchors, the same exact process. Reverse the band, and you have the stripe as a band in the center, which makes it a unique bow tie. Totally unique bow tie. It's only one way you could get it. One place you could get it at Godama.com, meaning markers, or at specialty retailers in the country.
We'll get back to you in a minute. Now, Mr. Richard.
Yeah.
We know that the tax season is about to, be over with. Mm-hmm. And as a group of companies, we noticed recently also that you started with the insurance business and so on and so forth. What should your clients expect in the next quarter or the next rest of the year as far as keeping their books intact?
Oh, okay. We still have up to April 18th for the 1040s to be done. So we have at least a whole 3 weeks in the tax season. Currently, it's very busy, and my clients are supposed to know. That we are still there available to do their taxes until the 18th of April.
Right.
And even after that, we still do amendments for the previous years.
Right.
People who haven't filed for the past 4 years, we're also available to help them out with that. And then after that, there are other products that we offer. Mm-hmm. Now, currently, people with bad credits, we're helping them fix that.
Okay.
In the sense that we put up the credit, we see the bad things that are on the credit, and if there is a way to get them out, we send the letters to the credit bureaus. And we ask them to investigate. And most of the time, 9 out of 10, we find out that there are things on their credit that they didn't really know, probably wasn't their fault. But once they get into our office, we're able to evaluate their credit report, check their scores,
and help them out.
And then help them out.
Okay.
Remove all these bastards from the credit. We started insurance business like 5 years ago, actually. And it's booming because everybody needs protection. So after tax season, we're going to take upon ourselves to get to our clients and then help them protect their family and their property.
Securely insured.
Which we'll be doing that. We have another thing we do. We help struggling homeowners stay in their property.
Okay.
We help avoid
foreclosures.
That's right.
That's key right now, especially the way things are going.
And then currently, we've already helped a lot of people. Rapid can boast of about 600 people that we help
at their homes.
That's
phenomenal.
Yeah, and then we're still helping people.
Okay.
So after tax season, we'll be working on that.
That's pretty sweet.
To help a lot of people on that one.
What about your sponsorship programs? Because I know there are other events coming up in the calendar that you're going to be endorsing.
We have one Ghanaian artist, Sarkodie, and others who will be coming this 30th of April.
Yeah,
we are the mega sponsors. We're trying to get the Ghanaian community and the African community entertained. There's a lot of stress in this country.
I know.
You have to find a way to go around it. It's not just about spending money or sponsoring. It's about trying to get our community healthy through functions like this. At least we get people to dance and release some stories and all that. There's one thing that Rapid Solution does. That's the non-profit section.
Okay.
We actually help all Africans who wants to come to America for education. We try to get them the I-20. I-20 is something we get from immigration for schools.
Okay.
We help them process all their paperwork.
That's encouraging.
Yeah, and then we get them the schools that they want, the courses they want to do. We are linked with a lot of schools. At least I have about 300 of them. And once we are in, they have an upper hand of getting the I-20s. And that's the most important thing.
Okay.
And once they get that, they come here for school. And the best thing that we do for them is once they are here for school, if they need any help, our doors are open.
Definitely.
We just that's the little thing we do for all Africans who wants to get a better education, to go back to Africa and help.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, we really need that.
That's
So that's one thing we've been doing. We started that 2 years ago, and we've already helped a lot of people here. Some are still in school. Couple came to do their masters. They're done already, and they're back in Africa. I think that is Rapid a non-profit.
Well, we're grateful. I must say that you guys are absolutely making an impact in this community. I want to thank you for your time. Thank you. We appreciate the fact that you made time to sit with us. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. We're grateful to have had Mr. Richard Owusu-Atuaini, President and CEO of Rapid Solutions INC, and also our industrialist here, our fashion designer, Mr. Edward Ama. We thank you for your time. We'll keep coming back to you with more of such, so stay tuned.